Welcome to the show.
This is The Adults Are Talking, and today we're talking about marriage at first sight.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, Deb.
Well, there's a show called Married at First Sight, and it just wrapped up its 19th season, and they just bought out season 20 and 21.
Oh, wow.
So I think they're going to release maybe 20 kind of soon.
And I think I've seen a few episodes, or maybe I saw the first season with you. But for those who haven't seen it, tell them what this is about.
So they pick usually
This is a TV show.
It's a TV show. It's a reality show.
On what?
Well, it's on Peacock right now. It's been bounced around throughout the 19 seasons through different. It first started off with Bravo, I think. And then it went to, I can't remember. Because I haven't been watching all the seasons.
So it's a TV show, and like the title says, Married at First Sight. What happens?
They have experts match up couples. And they don't know anything about each other. And the first time they meet is at the altar in front of their friends and family.
Oh, wow.
And then they exchange vows and they get married, and then they sign real marriage certificates.
So these are arranged
marriages.
These are matchups, but as a marriage.
Yeah, through experts. They have a panel of like 3 to 4 experts. And so they have 2 months to live together, and they have marriage counseling available to them pretty much anytime they really need it. And so you're watching all of this. They have camera crew everywhere in their house and stuff. And so it's very intrusive. And then after the 2 months, they have to decide in front of the experts, do they want to stay married or get a divorce? And the track record's pretty bad, as you can imagine. But they've had some couples actually, commit to marriage. And there's only a few that are still married. Okay, so the first season.
Really quick, we've heard of arranged marriages.
Yes.
In different religions, I think in the Indian culture, and I know in Orthodox Judaism.
Yes.
And for the most part, it seems like it works really well.
Yeah.
But these don't seem to be working too good. But they're matched up with experts. So what's going on?
Well, it's just like, marriage in general in the United States, it doesn't have a very high rate of success. So I think it's just sometimes these people just have a lot of baggage, especially they now dive into having people that are on their second marriage, so they already have baggage or they're married. Like in this season, they had
tell us what you saw in this season.
Well, real quick though, I watched the very first episode, and on the first one, you guys got to watch it because one of the couples, when she first
don't spoil it.
When she first saw him, she cried her eyes out. Was like,
no.
I mean, it's already well known. So they got married and they ended up falling in love. Anyway, they've been married. They had horrible miscarriages because they want to have both of them want to have a lot of kids, right? Mm-hmm. She's been on People magazine and all this stuff, and so she ended up having. They finally started having kids years later, and they got their 2 kids, and they were going to go for a third one. They ended up having twins.
Oh my god!
They have 4, and that was like a year ago. The twins are like a year old now, so they've got 4 kids. So it's funny on the promos of this show, they'll say like, well, we've matched up a lot of couples and we have like this many children. I think they say like there's 6 children. It's like, well, a big chunk of that is from one couple. But I follow them on Facebook. They're very cute. Jamie and Doug is their name. So they're very adorable. But they had a rough ride, but they seem like I have a really good solid
So let's
marriage.
talk about that. What kind of challenges are these people dealing with, or what have you seen these people deal with?
I mean, I think that's a lot. Like, people just don't want to give of themselves. They keep acting like they're still single and kind of cohabitating and expect to be in love.
Yeah, it seems like the people that get matched up, they're a little older, or there's different age ranges, but some of them are a little older. Some of them are in their 30s, but that's, nearing.
Well, one of the couples this time, it was interesting because they had a mom on the show, and then her daughter was also on the show.
Mm.
And it was kind of funny because, like, you know, you think that the mom is like a lot older. She's like my age.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's like a lot of times they don't know how to be, first of all, they don't know how to be good roommates.
Mm.
You know, they're just very selfish and they just want to keep living their single way. And it's like, you're combining your life with someone. You know, you got to change. You got to be willing to, you're now married. It's marriage does change you. You know, I think even people that live together a long time admit that once they get married, things change because family treats you differently. When you're just dating, it's not as, I guess, serious. But once you're married, it's like, oh, you're stuck with that person as a family member. You got to put up with them now.
Yeah.
You know? So, but there's good to it, of course, too. You know, you can develop great bonds within in-laws and all that. But yeah, this particular season, oh my gosh, I was like on the verge of tears a bunch of times. Like it was a roller coaster ride all the way to the end, and even in the final reunion, because they'll do like
don't give away the spoilers.
No, I won't.
Much.
But I'm just saying they do a reunion, so they'll do the whole show, and then they'll show them like a year later, because you know they film this stuff way in advance,
right?
And then they just have to be hush hush and just try not to get paparazzi after them. They try to, you know, not reveal.
So, what's one specific challenge that you saw in one of the couples? Wasn't there a guy that wanted to go to Burning Man?
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Well, okay. Do you know what Burning Man is?
I know it's like a festival of sorts.
It's a festival in the middle of the nowhere desert, and people just go out there and they camp for a week and they play music, and it's like a community type of thing, and they burn like this giant man-made man thing. It's enormous.
And they do drugs.
And they do a lot of drugs. There's a lot of sex. That's just insane. So this guy's like, and if you know anyone that is a Burning Man person, they have like a certain weird personality. Like I had a client, when I found out he was like into Burning Man, I was like, really?
Is it kind of like a cult? Are they kind of like culty people?
They're just kind of like, they got this hidden like...
Are they like Hare Krishnas but burn stuff?
They got a kinkiness to them. So, I mean, I wouldn't know. I'd never been. I don't know. I'm very straight-laced when it comes to stuff like that. I've never been somebody that wanted to go to festivals anyways. You know, I just kind of want to just see a show and go, you know. I mean, I like to see lots of bands.
I don't want to stay there.
I don't want to be living there with a bunch of people and not being able to go to the bathroom comfortably, you know, and getting sick and just getting dehydrated.
What's the line? I wasn't planning on knowing you this long.
Yeah, it's just like I could never be what are those called? Gigolos? What are they called? Juggalos. Oh my gosh, that just seems like a nightmare. So
Gigolo. So he wants to go to Burning Man and what?
And she does not she's not a camping type of girl at all. And she wants no part of it. And so this is like pretty much almost a deal breaker for him.
Oh my god.
It's like you only go to Burning Man once a year. Like she's fine with you just go by yourself. Like what's the big deal? And he's just like, well, you know, it's just I'm a part of this community. You're part of the community that goes once a year for 1 week, you know, and you're just a dirty hippie. Like what's the big deal here? So it's just like some of these people you're just like, really? Grow up. Like at some point you got to start adulting. Like there's times where adults can have fun too, but come on.
Wasn't there another person she likes to have her dog sleep in the bed?
Yeah. There was a couple people where they had their dog and they let their dog sleep in the bed and they weren't negotiating with their partner on this. They were just like, I think it was went to women and they were like, they're like, well, my dog always sleeps in the bed and my dog is like my child. So you just got to get used to it. And the poor guy is like, I can't sleep with, first of all, I don't know this dog. And second of all, like I can't sleep with a dog, like moving around in a bed. Like I don't like when our dogs sleep in the bed because they move around way too much. They're just, because we have big dogs, so they're jiggly and it drives me nuts. I'll take a nap with them It's not that I don't want them ever on the bed. I'm not like that. And I know our dogs are not the cleanest dogs. I get it. It's fine. We're dog people. But I'm fine with watching a show or something, spending the evening with the dog. But as soon as it's time for bed, it's like, no, you go off to your dog bed and you kick around all you want. I mean, it's hard enough sharing a big bed with well, both of us are large people. I mean, I'm not a skinny mini anymore, and you're a big guy. So, and we're tall too. So it's like we're both on a queen size bed, and that's small for us. It's
Right.
way too much. I don't know how people can sleep with dogs, but
So there wasn't a lot of give and take on.
there was no give and take. It's like, that doesn't work.
And that's the thing is we've heard a lot of the advice about being in a marriage. It's about give and take.
Yeah.
I know that when I was prepping to get married, a Jewish friend of mine shared a book with me from a rabbi who was teaching that it's actually for men in the marriage, it's not give and take. It's only give.
Mm-hmm.
Your job as a husband is only to give.
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect to receive. You will receive, because you have a loving wife, but don't be expecting that.
And I think that's because women in traditional marriage are giving so much because usually they're the caretaker, they're the housewife, and they have to do so much cleaning and taking care. They're already giving so much of themselves to their husbands and children and extended family as well.
Yeah.
So it's like that makes sense to me.
Yeah, he was saying that, as a husband, your job is just to, like the sun, just to give. What does the sun in the solar system receive from the rest of the universe? Nothing. Its job is just there to give, to radiate the heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what their approach was. And so, I think for men, we have to learn to, and that's the ideal. It won't always be that way because, we have to not expect so much respect and honor and worship and accommodation. We're men. We're supposed to be a little more selfless, I think, in that role.
But I think women sometimes have unrealistic expectations of men in the modern age, is they want them to be able to fix things and be the best friend and the listener and they expect them to do a lot of nurturing too. And it's like, that's not really how most guys think. And I've been guilty of this too. It's just like, well, you just don't care about me. It's like the guys show more how they care through their actions instead of their words.
Well, that's the thing is that, when you get married, you're learning how to become a partnership and a team. And a lot of times people don't know how to be very sociable in a very intimate setting.
Yeah.
They like you, they want to be with you, but that doesn't mean they know how to do that. And I think you said one of the counselors on the show said, you have to be forgiving or merciful.
You have to have mercy and grace with one another.
Yeah.
They use that. What's great about the show is the counselors give, particularly this one pastor. Oh, he's so good with his advice. So sometimes I just watch just to hear what they have to say. I'm like, oh, I should follow that. That's a really good advice. But a lot of these couples, I mean, I recognize it too in myself because I was single for a very long time. I didn't get married till I was 36. So that's a long time to be single. However, I had lots of roommates. So I didn't live by myself for long periods of time. So I knew what it was like to share, Well,
I know you were also very deliberate in your desire to be partnered with someone because you were educating yourself. I remember
Yeah.
you mentioned you were reading a book.
Oh yeah. Okay. This was kind of funny, and I got totally bashed. I was doing jury duty at the time, and they had to ask the jury box one by one a series of questions, and I'm in front of the whole courtroom, and they ask, "What book are you reading right now?" And I was like, I mumbled it, and they're like, "Excuse me, can you please say it so the whole entire room can hear you?" So I was like, "The Proper Care and Feeding of a Husband" by Dr. Laura Schlesinger. And even the bailiff was losing his mind. And they're like, "But ma'am, you're not married." I'm like, "I know, but I want to be."
Yeah, see, you were preparing yourself.
I was doing my homework.
You were doing your homework and wanting to prepare yourself to be a partner, to be a wife. And, you know, like with anything, marriage is like anything else that you want to be good at. You need to study it. You need to, you know, people like to say there's no real way, there's no book, and there's no way written on how to do this. You just got to wing it and make it up as you go. No. There are books.
There's lots of books.
There is a way.
Yeah. There's help out there. And I don't think it's good to go yapping about all your personal problems to friends or family. I think you got to work with your partner on that. But, you know, you can get advice, but I wouldn't get into intimate details with people about stuff. But honestly, I mean, how long have we been married? 15 years? Yeah, 15 years. I'm like, oh. But we've been together for like over 20 now. Oof. Yeah. Oh my God. Almost 20. It'll be 20 in March. Oh. But I was just gonna say, life is better when you're married as opposed to being single. I do believe that it does, because you're sharing your life with someone. You're not alone, so it's not just, you know, bad times that you muscle through. It's a lot of good times. You have a lot of joy that you, even in the silly everyday stuff, like just even sharing Instagram posts with one another, you know, and getting a giggle out of that, or watching TikTok together. It's fun, you know, or it can be.
Yeah. You know, you just have to learn how to like, you know, what's that comedy, improv, game?
Oh, Yes and? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where, someone puts out a suggestion or an action, and the next person has to accommodate that action with a yes and then add to it.
You negate anything. Like if you say, "I just changed the light bulb," you don't go, "No, you didn't. I just saw you walk over to the chair and sit down." It's like, well, now the scene's dead, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's what people need to practice in a marriage, and is that, you know, I am experiencing this. Oh, okay. Well then, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're saying.
Yeah, I'm putting a shopping list together. Oh, do you need help with that? You know, by the way, we're out of pickles, you know, add it to the list, you know, so stuff like that, you know, help each other be, like you said, it's teamwork, you know.
It's teamwork, and your marriage has to be a top priority.
Yeah.
You know, anything that is not a priority is not going to get the care that it needs. And the marriage is what holds your house environment together.
Yeah.
And so the proper care and feeding of that marriage is what's going to keep that house together. And so it must be, you know, what's the saying? Greater things should not be at the mercy of lesser things.
Yeah, and just try to fill in the spaces where your partner is lacking, to kind of help them out. Like one of the things I saw, well, I followed Jamie and Doug from the first season, and they obviously struggle sometimes with the twins. And then when they were in the infancy, you know, there was a time where they were projectile vomiting in the middle of the night, and they had the baby cam on, so they caught this all. And she just yells at the top of her lungs, because he was still in bed, because she just got up to go
Mhm.
feed them. You know, she's nursing. She just yells, "Doug, I need you now!" And he jumped out of bed so fast, and you see him running in there in his underwear. He's like, "What can I do?" You know? But it was like I had tears in my eyes because I was like, "That's what it takes." And he like stumbled around in the dark, and he got her whatever she needed because there was vomit everywhere, and he cleaned it all up. And then, like, I think it was like a week or two later, she's like, "We need to plan a getaway as soon as we can, or it's just the two of us because we need to work. We need a break. We need a marriage break." You know, and they do like work on just them. They're not always all about the kids.
Well, that's the attitude that's been going around recently with the phrase "send me." After Charlie Kirk was murdered, that phrase was going around, "send me." And it comes from Hebrew where he says, Hanani. In Hebrew, it's Hanani. Here I am, Lord, send me. It's the attitude of willingness and readiness to serve.
Yeah.
And that's what people, I think, need to remember that marriage is about, is coming together to serve.
Yeah.
Not to be served, but to serve.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So on that, are you going to serve me dinner?
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know. Did you watch this show? What do you think? Is this something you would try, being married at first sight? Leave us a comment, and
thanks for listening.